guys, Liam Caddison here. Time for episode 7 of season 7 for Charmed. Now, I find this episode funny. Why? So, over on Patreon, I know, you don't have to subscribe to my Patreon and all of that, but I just thought I'd mention it. Over on my Patreon, I reacted to episode 20 of season 7. Now, what relevance does that have to this episode? Well, this episode sees the return of adult Chris. Episode 20 of season 7 sees the return of adult Wyatt. So the timing works out really, really well, doesn't it? On YouTube, I upload the episode with the return of adult Chris. On Patreon, I upload the episode with adult Wyatt. So, yeah. That's why I thought it was funny. And, obviously coming into that episode, episode 20 of season 7, I had no idea anyways, but after recording, you can just say, hey, it's funny. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction. Of course, the link is down below and in the description and comments. So yeah, hope you guys have fun. Be sure, of course, to leave your comments in this video to talk about the episodes, as well as the fact that I will be including, of course, my thoughts after this little introduction thing. So yes, but yeah, hopefully, like I said, you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, until the next time, toodles. Well, this is going to be consequential big time. It will be very interesting to see where things go now that Leo has undertaken this journey. So yeah, and I mean the carrot was dangling for Leo, so yeah, but yeah, I mean, not just in terms of like with Piper and Phoebe dead, and it was beyond elder powers, I guess, that he was not able to bring them back, but it's also the fact of like I said, it's a carrot dangling moment for him with with what that lead avatar was suggesting to him in regards to what could happen, if he followed his path really in regards to the battle between good and evil. That none of the black void that he showed him would be existent. There would be no death. There'd be a more utopian landscape really for good and evil. This war would come to an end, and it's just very, very appetizing, just for Leo to soak in really. So, and of course, you don't want, of course, all life to be extinguished, but that's what the avatars are suggesting to Leo. That's what's going to happen. So, yeah. And it is sad, though, because, I mean, I would have loved to have seen a bit more of Chris, especially this battle between Chris and the Avatar in terms of, like, pulling Leo to either side and all of that, because you had Chris, and it was great to see Chris again, but you had Chris, that he was trying to remind himself about the good and all of that, and don't get me wrong, I think Leo's undertaking that, but you've got this Avatar that's like, well, I can show you. Well, it's great and all that you're trying to pursue this life of good and all of that, but you know what would be considered good if you joined our side, and yeah, basically, prevented nothingness from happening, because that's what's going to happen really. So, good and evil, that's going to absolutely lead to the destruction of everything, nothingness. And like I said, when it comes to what happened to Piper and Phoebe, it was just perfect for that Avatar, because of the fact that, well, there was only one direction Leo could undertake, really. It's not just, like, think of it as like what that lead avatar was suggesting to Leo in regards to nothingness being there. Think of that as the appetizer, basically. That is like a little taster. That is just the starters, really, when it comes to leading Leo into this new path. And then seeing Phoebe and Piper beyond elder abilities in order to revive them, seeing them dead, that is the main course. That because that's the only direction Leo could really undertake. So there's already a little taster in regards to do you really want this, Leo? Because this is what's going to happen. And there is a side of Leo that's like, I don't want this, and then you just see Piper and Phoebe's bodies just strewn out, and then it's like, well, there's only one direction to go in, so it's just going to be very, very, it's just gonna be very, very consequential. I mean, at least they are not all like because I don't believe that they're lying about the fact that they want to prevent like this pitch black that is going to come about in regards to if the battle between good and evil continues. They do want to avoid that. I feel like I believe them. It's just that there is going to be a very, very shady direction in terms of how they're going to go about trying to prevent this battle between good and evil. So I mean, that's it though. It's an appetizing thought, so you can't exactly blame Leo in a sense, because it is an appetizing thought. I mean, pure bliss, right? If there was peace, that would be an option to undertake, right? Peace was never an option, but that's it though. I mean, you're getting fed all of this from this great power about the fact that you can prevent war from continuing. You could have a world where the sides of good and evil aren't established. So yeah. But of course, there is going to be a lot more. There is going to be a detriment to what Leo has chosen in regards to. Oh, you know what? I'll go on. Make me an avatar. So, because things didn't pan out well for Cole, of course. But now, yeah, we got Leo on board. So yeah, but. Like I said, I mean, it's not going to pan out well. But of course, Leo is going to be oblivious to that. He doesn't know what's going to come about of this. I mean, to be fair, I don't at the minute, but we know that it's not good. We know that it's a great way to it's a great carrot to dangle, isn't it, in regards to what that avatar said to Leo. So it's a great bait to get Leo, and he got him. So because like I said, he had the appetizer in regards to, well, this is what could happen if this continues. So, and then the main course was Piper and Phoebe done, dead, gone. So will be interesting to see what's going to happen. It's a very, very exciting storyline, don't get me wrong, but it's just going to suck, isn't it, when it comes to any potential consequence that will happen in future episodes. So yeah, but Leo really didn't have a choice at the end of the day, so I can't really blame him. So yeah. But yeah, this was a really, really fantastic episode. Loved it. Another highlight, I would say, for this season. It was really, it was very interesting, especially with the whole Guardian Angels thing. It is so funny though, because like all of this time, I would have imagined like the White Lighters. I mean, of course, it makes sense with ordinary folk. They don't have White Lighters because they are supposed to protect their charge. They're supposed to protect fellow witches and all of that. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's not really applicable to your average Joes and all of that, I guess. But it's very interesting when it comes to the whole, I guess, angelic presence of Charmed in terms of the hierarchy, because you got your elders, you got your white lighters, because they do count as angels, really. You got your guardian angels. It is very interesting to look at the hierarchy of the angels further, like several seasons in, and you've got your, but even then you've got like because you have your white lighter for your charmed ones, of course, but even they have like their own guardian angels. But of course, getting a bit of an establishment in regards to what these guardian angels can do. Like you saw a bit of the clumsiness and all of that Paige had when she lost her guardian angel. It was just very interesting to know about how they operate. How, of course, they're going to be different to your white lighters and all that shit, but how they are your gut instinct. They are that little like voice in the back of your mind saying, don't do that because otherwise you're going to get yourself seriously hurt. Don't eat that expired chicken. That's only a day out. I mean, you might think it's a day out. It doesn't matter. Don't do that because you don't want to be feeling sick tomorrow, etc., etc. No, it's it is just very interesting to learn about like how they keep you on your toes, really, and yeah. So, and without that, it's just going to be all shambles from here onwards, really. So, like that guy, of course, that, escaped that fire only for 2 minutes later to get hit by a bloody bus. But you saw with Paige how she had to be on her toes, really. And, that's when she wasn't tripping over them. So, yeah. But, like I said, it was a very interesting concept to delve in towards, as well as, how it related to Sarpedon in terms of like how, of course, he's aware of the avatars and he's wanting to he's wanting to accumulate as many guardian angels as much as possible in order to take the fight to the avatars. The more the merrier, really. The more the merrier for him. Of course, his master was like, hey, you could go into hiding because they are pretty powerful. Nah, I don't want to do that. So, very ambitious was he. So, but I've got to say, though, I mean, it was very interesting how, like, before Piper got rid of him, that he was like, I'm not, you know what, if I'm going down, you're going down with me. And he just threw his Wolverine glove. I would say Freddy Krueger, but I don't think he has retractable claws. Wolverine, on the other hand. So that's why I'm calling him wannabe Wolverine. Yeah, he just threw that into Piper and, yeah. So, but, yeah, it was very interesting with this whole element about trusting Brody as well, because, Phoebe's got her concerns, and, those who work, like, who are like Brody, who are a federal agent, they come around saying, hey, you know what, I'm wanting to be friends with you, basically. Those who, have worked as a federal agent or similar positions in Charmed do not have the best of reputation. So Phoebe does have her reasons to be very, very cautious when it comes to Brody. So, yeah. But Paige, on the other hand, yeah, like she has found her reasonings to why she is wanting to trust Brody. So yeah. But it is really, really interesting to see how, he's getting involved in this. I did like the kind of trap that they tried to set for, that they did try being the operative word to set for Sarpedon, but yeah, he got it. Like it was ironically a trap for Paige because, of course, he got her guardian angel. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was just very interesting. Like I said, in regards to, um, extending more about Brody and Paige's relationship, they're definitely going to ship by some point this season. You can definitely see it. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, it was just very, very interesting, this whole entire story, like, especially in regards to Leo's journey. I like the revisitation from Legend of the Sleepy Hallowell in terms of the Vision Quest that Leo had to be on. So, yeah, but it was just very interesting to have those conflicting moments with Chris, and then of course the Avatar showing Leo this whole dark, this real dark. It's always a dark future when it comes to this show. So, but I mean, hey, that gives more incentive to believe the Avatar is right. I mean, we've seen nothing but dark futures in this show. This is the ultimate dark future. Nothingness. Completely gone. Nada. Nothing. So, maybe the Avatar has a point. No. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do with this situation, because, like I said, it's definitely going to end bad. Bad. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!